So this video is going to talk about some random idea I had, inspired by something in
Anarchy chess, where people are just kind of like, it's just chess, they do a thing where it's just chess, no rules.
and I did that with Blue. Yeah, I'll link his channel in the description, I guess. Also, don't ask why I made the player icons have Mr. Hostley faces. You know, Mr. Hostley from Rumsley Object Show. Okay, let me just start explaining this thing. White, the one I'm playing as, moves the rook up once and right once, putting it outside of the board. Black, or well, blue, sends their bishop to z26. White then creates a t750 piece. T750 can shoot pieces from anywhere on the board except for king and queen. Black then does something. White then uses t750 to destroy one of black's pawns. Black flips their rook like backwards and then puts them into the exact middle of the board. White then combines both of their knights into a bigger knight. I really do not want to call it a mega knight. I'm sorry. Black moves their king to where their mirrored rook was and places their mirrored rook on top of their queen. White moves their big knight. Black then makes their own player icon into a piece. White then summons Frozing. Do not ask me who that is. I don't have a great explanation for who that is, other than the fact they are an evil god. This is where the game starts to get a lot more absurd. Black then takes the K from their color name and is now able to use it as a gun to defend their player icon, which means their name is now spelt BLAC in the game. Jeez. White draws 2 cards. Okay, I guess. Not much of a crazy move, but Black decides to erase those two numbers. I'm not saying them, or else some random kid in the comments is gonna say
6th digit, 7th digit.
White makes 6 of their pawns evil. Black moves their pawn to be climbed on top of the big knight. White then installs an ad blocker after getting an advertisement on Ibis Paint X. Black then makes their pawn stab the big knight in the eye, blinding them. Frozing, unprovoked, just gets angry for no reason. Black symmetricizes, I guess, is that a word, their rook. Frozing then transforms the evil pawns into pawns that are soldiers of his religion. This is starting to mess with my brain, bro. I can't talk. Black then sacrifices 6 of his pawns in exchange for the removal of Frozing. He's not dead, but he just kind of left. After a while, the rook became big and evil after staying outside for too long, and also, my icon is evil now, yay. Also, that one bishop in the top right, I don't know, he never really did anything except for move to z26. Black then summons, and I quote, Poobly. The reason I'm putting it in quotes is because it's not going to make sense to any of you guys. Then White just kind of makes a hole there, just getting rid of the pieces there. Because that makes sense. Black made 4 boulders, crush 4 of White's pieces. White then uses his 2 cards to summon 2 Goldmen, which have an ability which is to become more manly. Black then renames himself to Zoop in exchange for zoopifying his king. For those of you who don't know, that's a reference to Matt Rose, the Zoop thing. The Frozing soldiers get converted into Fire Nation pieces, which Zoop then takes advantage of by making Poobly their leader, which the reasoning being they're the same color. White now has a bomb that he can use at... Don't ask what that image is. White now has a bomb that he can just use at any single time. Zoop then shoots the evil big rook, and converting it into half the size. White then uses the bomb on the evil big rook, splitting it into 4 of them. Zoop then shoots all of those guys. I'm getting kind of tired of this. Frozone arrives. The evil twin of Frozing puts his own pieces on the board. So he's now Zoop makes his knight touch one of Frozone's pieces turning the knight diagonal as a consequence. White then spills gallium onto the board.
For those of you who don't know, gallium is a low melting point metal, which turns into a liquid at about 30 degrees centigrade.
Before all of this happened, the Fire Nation said that they were indestructible, which Zoop proved incorrect by shooting all of them easily, which Poobly was not very happy about. As you could see, he's kind of sad looking. Also, somewhere in the video, I forgot to mention the Goldmen used their ability, but the evil rooks are now covered in gallium, which serves zero importance. And since Zoop's, or should I say Blue's, device was on low battery, we just decided to end it by... I let him airstrike my king. So he won out of all this.
Thus ending this monstrosity of a chess game.
Let's see. The Ron Weasleys made an alliance with the Fire Nation and the Twin Towers to start a drug cartel.